likes to draw stuff. Graphic man, he's reading comic books.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have blasted off, or either that or we are higher than a kite. I am joined by Bub's World Comics and Jambo Comics. And they have agreed to join me on this great 5-year mission to seek out something or other. I forget what we all agreed to, but let's go see who's in our delightful chat. We will start with Recess. It says, looks like outer space might be the topic. Yes, the first choice was mobilization of world evangelism, but we decided to go with some sort of science fiction theme instead. There's I Am One of Us. Hello, Graphic Man. Hello to the chat. And the pleasant Jackson Roykirk says, wow, Micah must like to play with fire. Inviting Bub alone into this house is trouble enough. I think he means that Jambo is extra trouble. You have to read between
we
the
know
lines.
who the trouble is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jambo.
Ron says, good evening to everyone in the studio audience. That means you too, Jackson. Dr. Silveredge says, howdy, 3 times. Here's Gary. Hello, Gary. And Fireball, G. More Kentuckians. Yes. And here's Ron. Hello, Ron. Good to see Ron. Here's the acquisition of Dr. Fibes. Greeting Earthlings. Oh, yeah, you're going to see a lot of cool stuff tonight. Michael Taylor's here. Always a pleasure to see Michael. And here's Shannon, Kentucky Snatchers. Oh, what a great subtitle. I could have come up with that. But next time, Shannon should call me when you think of these great ones. Michael's saying hello to the doc. Maranya says, thanks, Michael. Yes, we are still here. Yes, Maranya had some great news last week, or earlier this week, I should say. Hello, Graphic Man and Jambo and Bub. And here's Charlton66. Bugs in the house. Mike and Jambo, stay safe. Okay. I think you meant to say Bub.
That's all good.
Hey there, Michael, Shannon, Maranya, Dr. Fibes, and everybody. Yeah, he's correcting it.
All right. That was a close one. If you hadn't said anything, Steve, I would have thought for sure.
Yeah. Let's see who else is here. Shannon said hello to all. All right. Well, gentlemen, I appreciate you showing up, and this is great. I've been looking forward to this one for quite a while. I love science fiction.
Me too.
I hope that's evident. Especially saw the paperbacks I was showing last week, and I still have probably enough for a few more paperback videos, which I can't wait to make. So here's Jay. Hello, Jay. Michael says hello, Steve. Jay says, check your direct messages. I just mean in the nicest way, Bob. Yes.
Yes. I could only take it in a nice way. Thank you too much.
Yeah, you can't ruffle Bub's feathers.
No, they're all down.
Everyone calling me family in other places helps me, and I'm totally grateful. No problem. And, here's Christina. Hello, Christina.
Hey, CP.
And everybody's still saying hello, which is great. I will start things rolling, and I will try to keep one step ahead of that. There's Jackson Roykirk. Jackson's going to put down the dotted line for me here in a second. So let me start by going like this. All right. So here is Planet Stories. And I think you're going to see a lot of space babes tonight.
That's why men go to space, right?
Exactly.
For the space babes.
I thought they bring the babes with them. I'm confused.
They're on other planets. They're green and everything, bub. Come on, man.
Oh, okay. Maybe they just bring them back.
Oh, well, maybe.
Hey, great legends in the house. Oh, wait. I'll wait for the dots.
No, you can't.
Great legends in the house. Welcome. Welcome. Branko Bear is here.
Nice, Micah.
Yeah.
Now, is this stuff you've purchased or?
No, this is from that fictionhousepress.com.
Okay.
These are replicas. So.
Okay.
But I will eventually read them. Right now, I'm currently reading Fantastic Adventures. But
do they have color interiors?
No, just like the old-fashioned pulps.
Straight up pulps. Okay. They're large pulps.
These are going to last a lot longer than the original pulps.
Yes.
Because they're printed on, real good paper. So.
And they're bigger than a pulp would be, right? They're like full size.
No, they're about standard.
Oh, really?
About 7x10. So.
Yeah, but a pulp's not that big.
Well, some of the originals were this size.
Okay.
So I love Fantastic Adventures.
Wow, look at that.
And so this is, like magazine, 8.5 by 11. So,
man.
Then later they shrank down to size. So here's the backside, the Venus.
Kind of looks like a stingray or something with claws.
Now here's a real pulp.
Ah, nice one.
It's amazing how many of those were repurposed for covers for Planet Comics. It's almost all of them. Like when you go through, you can find the Planet Comics where they adapted the style. It's a fresh art, but you can tell that it's a homage to the stories.
There we go.
Beautiful globe there. You see it?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I caught it there.
Great big blue marble in the sky.
Now, this one I made.
Man, that's kind of rude.
Oh, yeah. I cheated. This one should have been the 8.5 by 11.
Right.
But I decided to make it 7x10, like a lot of the more the late 30s and 40s. But it makes the print a little small. But all right, here's another one I made. The Test Tube Girl.
Bub likes test tube girls.
Yeah, now you made that, but that is an original cover. You're just printing it, right?
Yeah, see, I'm printing it from the Internet Archive database.
Right.
And then I'm finding the best cover I can. Usually they'll have wrinkles or a scan.
Uh-huh.
And then I will doctor out the scans using my Graphic Man, whatever, I do. And I construct a cover, front, back, and spine. And then I glue it so that I have my own pulp. And then I've currently made 50.
Wow.
So
busy.
Mostly when you see the Amazing Stories, those are the ones I've been making. So,
you guys ever watch the old Steven Spielberg show?
Steven Spielberg show?
Yeah, Amazing Stories. You don't remember Amazing Stories, the show?
Yeah. No.
Really?
No, I don't.
Maybe I've got it wrong. Jackson Roy Kirk's the moderator for this evening. Jackson, if I've got that wrong, you just let me know. But I'm pretty sure that Amazing Stories was a show that Steven Spielberg produced, directed some of the episodes, and it was extremely loosely based on the Amazing Stories pulp. So it was weird tales of science fiction and, you know, a little bit of magic and things of that nature. You know, stories with a twist, if you will. And he named it Amazing Stories after to pay homage to the pulp.
I'll have to look for it.
Mm-hmm.
So I bet you're wishing you could have seen what this rocket will look like when it's all made. Well, you just stick around a couple of years later. And
Oh,
there you go. They did it.
And I'm very happy about this. I just made it a couple hours ago, literally, and it glued very nicely.
when my young son used to tell me that, I'd be scared, but
Yeah.
I feel better when you're just pointing to the toilet. All right, that looks great.
I thought I want to try a digest size. And so Amazing Stories made this 1957. So it's an adaptation of the movie.
Looks like a Ray Harryhausen
You got it.
shot there, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Are you a Ray Harryhausen fan, Jambo?
Oh, yeah.
You too, Micah?
Oh, yeah.
I knew I came to the right place.
Yeah. Here's a Flash Gordon paperback.
Oh, wow. Not seen that one before. Nice.
That's a good one. I like the smaller ones in blue in the corner. He's there with her. I like that. That was like a school bus.
That's how they get the Martian kids to school, man.
Well, there's been a murder.
Of the education system. We know.
One more paperback, then we'll go to one of you guys. It's Scavengers in Space.
Scavengers in Space.
I don't have as many to show, so I'm going to go slower with each book.
Oh, that's fine.
That's my overall plan.
All right, let's check in. Let's see.
Oh,
I need
Fireball
more?
met Harryhausen once.
What? That was enough, though, right? I mean, I never got to meet him.
We're going to let Micah go through the chat so he can enjoy it.
Hey, Michael, Jax. Hello, Christina. Here's the great legend you're talking about. Great to see everyone in the evening. I'm a huge Bub fan, Jambo fan, and Micah fan. Boy.
He's got good taste. What can you say?
That's what
Bronco
you can say.
Bear.
That's all. That man knows entertainment.
Thank you, Christina. And everybody's still saying hi. Here's Comic Book Curator. He's been
These babies. I don't think I have any with babies on the cover.
Oh, no.
Comic Book Curator has been doing a lot of purge videos about what to get rid of. And that can be painful for the average collector.
To watch. Yes. Because it stresses people. I did a series like that a couple of years ago, and people will get so upset in the chat. I did them live.
Yeah.
And people got so upset about what I was keeping and letting go. And it was just, they get really upset about that stuff. They're very passionate. We have a very passionate community.
Hey, they had time invested in those books, man. They watched you get them and everything. You know?
True. Sometimes you just got to let a few of them go.
Yes.
Some people do.
Yeah.
Or add another wing to your jalopy of a house.
Sometimes you get a book and you go, well, what was I thinking when I got this? I don't even like this. So that happens.
It does.
Ryan Scotty, Comic Book Creator, and all. Fly traps. Hey there, legend. 80% of Venus fly traps located in my county. Well, how about that?
Mm-hmm.
See you. Bronco saying hello to everybody. These books are awesome. Definitely in the mood for some space books. We hope to have a few. I have the Amazing Stories TV shows. Okay, so he knows what you're talking about.
Good deal. Yeah, from the 80s. Yeah, that's right. I want to say there was even an episode that featured someone that had a comic collection, and I want to say that it's starred Mark Hamill.
Wow.
And he was a kid, had like a collection when he was a kid. He was collecting, and then one day he basically finds out that it's worth a ton of money and ends up selling it and all this stuff. So good stuff.
How many episodes was this show?
It ran for several seasons.
Scotty in our chat says he has every episode.
Well, maybe there's only one season then. I don't know how big Scotty's library is.
All right. Great to see you. Yes, 20 Million Miles to Earth is the name of that. And the movie's great.
It was a good movie.
Fireball says he met Harry. Thank you, comic book curator. Uh-oh. Always moves slow.
Oh, he moves slow.
Yep.
He was in such a rush to type that he mistyped it. So that's what you get when you rush around. Hey, Tony, what's going on?
Hey, Old Wolf 65. Those live Bub Purge shows. Oh.
We're good.
Purging the collection.
All right. Well, should we run to Jambo?
Scotty says there were 2 seasons, 45 episodes. And Mark Hamill was in that episode. Look at this.
He was in one.
Drop the line, or we don't have to drop the line when it's somebody else, right, Micah?
Right.
Okay.
Right. I could kind of keep watching better.
We could just paste right over Jambo's face, as most would prefer. Now, wait a minute. Now, why did Jambo get to go? I had top billing on this show.
But you just said you didn't have much to show, so I better go.
I got plenty.
Okay.
No, I'm teasing. Let's go ahead, Jambo. See what you can do.
I'm gonna beat you to something.
Captain Science.
Captain Science.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
a great Wally Wood cover.
I'll just show another one again. I don't care. It's not going to hurt my feelings.
We call it breening on here, man.
Breening?
So you can breen me on this one after Eric Breen.
Ooh, look at that.
Number 47. Schomburg, goodness.
Ooh, you Breener.
Now, I think this one is sci-fi, right? Does that look sci-fi?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You bet.
Zip jet. I mean, they got spacesuits on, and they look kind of spacey anyway.
It's not Western romance, so.
That was the retelling of Bullet Man and Bullet Girl, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Western romance is coming up later. And I don't have the real one of this, but it's one of my
appreciate
favorite.
the fake one.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite sci-fi covers.
Didn't you get that off out of my box?
No.
Yes, you did.
If I did,
I knew I should have raised the price on that.
If I did, I stole it.
No.
What you do is you wrinkle that up to make it look like it's the real thing.
Tear it and stuff. And
Yeah.
I could tear the top part off and say, oh, it was a return copy. But yeah, here's the rest of it.
Mm-hmm. Remainder, as they say.
Remainder.
Oh, cool. Good zip.
Amazing Adventures. Little green guys down there. They're kind of cute.
I believe they're vertically impaired green guys, just to keep it PC here on the show.
And this one, it says it's sci-fi, but it just has a giant cat there.
Hey,
Well, that's sci-fi.
if science was involved in creating that giant cat, I think it counts. Tender vittles.
Or they shrank.
It says escape on a
Ooh, that
planetoid.
could be.
Yeah, they may have shrunk. They're in a cage, so yeah.
Yeah, I think they're in a bird cage. I think you're right. I think they shrank. Even more
Or
sci-fi.
someone shrunk them using a shrinking ray or something like that.
Yes.
Probably came
Really?
from a lab in China.
What about some
Speed Carter.
Carter?
Nice.
Man.
Spaceman. And the Space Sentinels. They had to work space in the title one more time. Couldn't be Spaceman and the Sentinels.
And they're in space too, you know. So
Definitely. You've got me there.
That is not a mushroom cloud. What kind of cloud is that? Looks like a
carrot cloud. The old
It
carrot
does.
cloud.
That's worse than a mushroom cloud, right?
Yes.
More devastating.
Oh,
The Wing Guys. Space Adventures.
Nice winging.
There you go,
fellas
Steve.
there.
There's some nice Charlton action, man. Charlton had some pretty good space books.
yeah.
This show. Some famous funnies.
Oh,
It's
no.
not a Buck Rogers cover, but still cool.
Absolutely. And it shows where the title was moving. I like it.
From 1941. It's a Bill Everett cover. So
I recognize his dinosaur mouth anywhere.
I knew you would. I knew I could get that past you, man.
Yeah. Hey, I like that one.
Green Planet. Some more Charlton. Charlton did some cool space
They did.
stuff.
Incredible.
Sci-fi
If I get
stuff.
another dog, I named my last dog Harvey, but if I get another dog, I'm going to name him Charlton. And then Charlie for short. You think that works?
That'll work.
I think it'll work.
The Boy Commandos.
Boy Commandos.
Those
That's
look
the
like
companion series to Boy Underwear. You get Boy Commandos.
Yeah.
For when you run out of boy underwear.
That's right.
You have to go Boy Commando.
Yeah, you got to go Boy Commando.
You got some great
I've been
jetpacks
there. Summer camp was rough after day 3, I promise you. A couple of
Times
chili
were
suppers and it was over.
These are awesome, Jambo.
Yes, thank you.
I'll
Let us know when your arm gets tired.
do one more.
Oh, look at that.
Captain Midnight. I love Captain
For the-
Midnight. That's great stuff.
Great legend. He likes the Fawcett stuff. So
Yeah.
You guys enjoy the serials, the Captain Midnight serials?
I have watched those. Yeah, I liked them pretty good. They were
Yeah, they're pretty good. I think they're some of the better ones.
Yeah. Yep.
Hello to Alex. Nice to see you. If I let Eric know you've been missing him, Jackson. And we will be heading over to Bub here in a second.
Damn.
Never be the same after
Caught you
that.
off guard, man. Now you know what it's like.
Now I do know what it's like. It's scary out here.
All
In
those
my
times
command.
on No Faces Chat when you caught me off guard.
I love it.
Michael Taylor likes your books, Jambo.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Now they're talking about denying liking Eric Breen. Yeah, where is Eric tonight?
Yeah, I don't know.
That rascal.
We've said his name at least 3 times. He
That's
should
right.
be here by now.
Oh, am I supposed to be showing books?
Yeah, any second.
All right. So
Hey, you
it's
can sit there and look pretty.
I was reading the chat. I could try. So I split my selections up tonight amongst 4 categories
Okay.
because I have to everything I do has got to have rules or I get out of control. Okay, because probably 50% of my collection is sci-fi or another, some manner of sci-fi. So I had to really size it down and confine myself, or I'd just be pulling box after box. And then I won't have anything to show in 4 years when I'm invited back on Micah's channel.
Yeah.
So the first subset of my collection I'll show. First of all, the first rule was all books had to be a sci-fi title. So no sci-fi from a non-sci-fi title. And then the second rule was split them into these categories and show them off. So first off, we have Girls in Tubes.
Okay.
So this is a subset of my collection that I pick up
Nice.
every chance I get. So here we have Strange Worlds number 4 with some Wallywood goodness, my favorite Golden Age artist and beyond.
That's probably my favorite cover from that set. From that
Got a nice little date stamp on it.
Sweet.
Girls in Tubes. Now, for those of you sharp-eyed, you may notice there is but one girl in tube. However, the other one is a fella, I think. So, but here's what this has several things going for. Of course, Wally Wood, ray guns, all the good stuff, right? And I'm trying to complete this title as well. But another thing is my favorite subset of girls in tubes are when the bands on the tubes are used to obscure, the censored parts, if you will. So I just love that about this cover, that they use the bands to obscure. I think that's one of my favorite things about the girls in tubes covers. And it could be people in tubes, whatever you like. Any kind of tubes you people like, it's fine.
There could be another girl in a tube on the other side of the dude there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can't see.
There's dudes in tubes. Yeah, whatever makes you happy. This makes me happy. Working on that run. Maybe I'll complete it this year. Probably not. Next up, this one kind of snuck in, but since it was a pulp, I thought it'd be okay to show. This one kind of snuck in because technically I don't know if they're tubes. I had to consult several people on this one. I'm calling it Girls in Glass Boxes. But we have Startling Stories number 1976. 194. 194. There you go. Is a Startling Stories pulp. There's what's left of the spine.
Yeah.
And you can see there the girls in glass cases.
Yeah.
We're going to call them tubes because at least they're in glass. I don't think they had access to acrylic at this time. So we're going to say they're still in glass. There you go. A little break up to the Wally Wood, but back to Wally Wood. We've got Weird Science number 20 with the ultimate Girls in Tubes cover. With 50 Girls 50. A classic Wally Wood story here. All those girls in tubes. And he's just picking out which one he's going to thaw out and take to dinner. Look at that. And you can get the detail. Wood did a fantastic job in the detail of this. You can see there's girls abound. There. Everywhere you look, there's another edge. I waited until I could find a very nice copy of this book. I'm generally a low-grade collector. But this book I really hunted to get a good copy of because I wanted to be able to see every girl in every tube with no creases, breaks, spine ticks, nothing, just because even on the very edge, there's more girls peeking around the corner of the trade dress. So there you go. Girls in tubes.
That's a classic.
So when I showed this girl in the test tube and Jambo said he likes girls in tubes, did you know he was going to do that, Jambo, or you just?
I did not. I had a sneaky suspicion that he would. I mean,
I am sneaky.
Yeah.
No, these are great.
All right, here's a modern Planet Comics. So I'm also working on trying to complete my Planet Comics run. So the last couple of years, I've really dedicated myself to trying to complete Golden Age runs, which is a near impossible task. It will complete me before I complete it. But here's a modern Planet Comics number 10, the current run that's going on, brought to you by Antarctic Press. And here's two girls in one tube. So just when you thought your tubes couldn't get more girls in them, you get two girls, one tube, which if you look that up on YouTube, you may find a disturbing video. But here's two girls, one tube. Isn't that lovely?
That is cool.
All right, we'll go back to pulps. Back to pulps with Planet Stories number 1948. That's probably the year. Hold on. Planet Stories Volume 3, number 11, with my favorite girl in tube pulp. Look at that.
Awesome.
Not only is she in a tube, but she looks pissed. Like perhaps you forgot to take the trash out and she's in this tube. Like two things are bothering her in this. It was her favorite dress. You ruined it. You got her stuck in space. You didn't take the trash out. Look, this is getting ridiculous. It's the last time she's going with you anywhere. Yep. You two will not be together when you get back. Go. Girls in Tubes. And we'll close it off with another Slabberini. This is another great Planet Comics Girls in Tube books. This is Planet Comics number 56. Please forgive the sun fading as I take this to the beach with me everywhere I go. And there's more girls in tubes, and they're all getting the zappification, if you will. Isn't that great?
Is that their bony legs back there?
I think they're X-rays.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean, apparently Jambo likes a little meat on the legs, but, but yeah, here's some bony legs there. So there you go.
That's a great cover. Great cover.
So a subset of my sci-fi collection are Girls in Tubes. There you go. That's my Girls in Tubes.
I like it.
Here we have Strange Dog comic stuff. Hello. Well, hello, sir. And Charlton says, impressive, Bub. Like seeing these great stuff. Brother Ian, great seeing you tonight. Bub's in the house. The Bub Meister.
And he sprayed, but I still showed up.
Yeah. Missing Mars, hello. I've looked up 2 girls in 1 tube. The government agents have finally stopped following me.
There you go. Well done.
Hat on her dress. And here's Ranger Sly from Canada. Hello, Ranger.
Hey, Sly.
Ranger.
We're all saying hi.
So back years ago when I first encountered Ranger Sly, he'd come in on one of my live streams or whatever, and he was in the chat, if you will. And I had no idea. No, I had never heard of him. No one had ever said his name around me. So for about the better part of a year, I called him Rangersley. I had no idea that there was a Sly. I just called him Rangersley. But obviously we know. So that was years ago.
Yeah. Oh, some thick girls.
That's how Jambo likes him. He didn't like any of those bony. He's here to complain about the bony legs.
Bony legs, man. You can see them.
So Jambo would protest the Alan McBeal type.
Yes, I believe he would.
No Twiggies here, please.
Showing tubs on YouTube. Okay. All right.
Probably meant tubes, but or unless you mean the non-bony legged girls, you're going to have to clarify yourself, Michael.
That's what I thought he was insinuating.
I hope he means tubes, but you never know. You never know. You might have strong opinions.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Here's another one I made.
Wow. Like crashing there, aren't they?
Well, I think they're being
it's blasting them.
Yeah.
It's a death ray. Or did you mean they were crashing into the ray bolts?
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's a good one.
It's a weird looking critter.
He's on trial. Leave him alone. Probably didn't let him shower up before he went out there. Trial of the, what was it? The Grigonaut? What was it?
Astrogar.
Okay. I wonder if he's kin to Terry Gar. Remember her?
I have her autograph.
Do you really?
Oh, yeah.
Did she ever mention Astro, her brother?
No. There's a Nightcrawler. This is Nightcrawler's grandfather.
Oh. Early morning crawler?
And the first thing Bub and Gemma notice about this delightful girl are those Flash Gordon earrings, right?
Well, yeah.
Yes.
Who would not notice those?
Yes, I spotted that pair as soon as you held it up. Earrings.
So I like space girls with wild helmets. So
that's a good one. Seems very fashion forward for the time.
Yeah.
That's her Derby space helmet she wears to the Kentucky Derby.
And how about a little Classics Illustrated?
Ooh.
Awesome.
Jambo, have you been to the Derby?
I have not. I've lived here
I
all my
feel
life.
like I went once, but I don't remember.
Never been.
I think
You know, I
went
don't
once.
really have a desire to go either.
Space
you're-
Giant.
I like the
Yeah,
races, but yeah,
I go to Keeneland twice a year
yes.
for work. But
That's a great
it.
cover, Micah. What number is that one? I've not seen that
24.
one.
And you're fortunate I was able to see that.
Ooh.
You're welcome.
Now, they haven't quite made it to space, but they're dreaming about it.
Oh,
I should have got my Duck Dodgers outer space
the
cover.
21st and a half century.
Yeah.
Now, this isn't based it on another size. See, it's much smaller, but it's two Fantastic Four stories, and they both have to do with the space shuttle. And it's a promo book by the model people that make models, and so
The Red Ghost.
Space Ghost, the Red Ghost, and the backup story was about the scrolls. So you like more sci-fi babes? Well, here we go.
That's a good one. Man, look at that face she's got on. Holy moly.
She's scared.
Oh, man. Ew.
Well, they just fly around in spaceships stealing babes there? Is that what's going on here?
I think so. They're
That's
harvesting
a
them.
hobby.
They ran out of babes on their planet, so they had to go around the solar system harvesting other babes.
Alien.
Aliens, Gold Key.
That was a one shot, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
But this is number one from 1967.
I don't have that one. Nice one.
Here's Planet Stories.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, like I have the Planet Comics that references that cover.
Here's another one I made.
Amazing. Fishmen of Venus. Venus.
And colonizing the ocean bottom on the back cover.
Ah.
There goes the neighborhood.
They've been talking about doing that for decades, and they never will. So. More girls with cool helmets.
That Galaxy Raiders.
She looks like she's about to break out into a space opera or something.
Does. That's her official rating yell.
That was an early Ethel Merman.
Probably was.
Nice.
He's really putting the frog in Frogman, isn't he?
Yeah.
I love those classic round fishbowl helmets. Those some weird looking dudes.
All right. I've saved these two to be right next to each other because I want you to notice something. So soak this in, and there's a reason I'm having you do this. Check out her outfit. It's, green with a little bit of side showing, and they're looking out a window.
Mhm.
Okay. Man and woman, startled look on their face. This is a fantastic story. And the reason I'm bringing that to your attention, this is Startling Stories.
Ah,
Can you give us a little clue as to what we're looking for here? Any clue at all?
See what they're looking out the window looks about the same.
yeah, it's the same guy. He's got a different girl. Yeah.
Her hair's different. Her outfit
Somebody's
goes-
in trouble, I think.
It's close to the same girl.
Maybe she got.
She's a little older, that's all.
I haven't
Yeah,
read either
different
one,
haircut.
but I've checked, and they're entirely two different stories. But they sure do like that. They're mystified at something out. Anyway. So.
Wow,
That is
that's
cool.
a good one.
And
Thanks,
I
Shannon.
think you showed a startling earlier, Bub. Was it this one?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
Oh, he brained you.
With the girls in cases, in glass cases and or tubes.
So this is a reprint of that. So, but they do a really nice job. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
more Space Babes.
Good.
Mm. Look at that guy.
He's a little handsy.
Now, what's interesting is that that same monster features on a late issue of Planet Comics as a mind manipulating monster
Probably.
on a cover.
I don't think he was manipulating her mind there.
No, probably not.
All right. Where did I leave off here?
Is it me?
Yeah.
Am I up?
I'm going to read
Where's
a few
the line, Jackson? Where's the line? Jackson has failed us again. Oh, there it is.
Mixing
Let us
review.
down.
All right. Gary,
Okay, I got some strange
Hey,
worlds.
look at that.
That world is strange.
Nice stuff.
Rock'em Sock'em robots there. That's what those guys remind me of anyway.
Yes, they do.
Nice fishbowl. Helmets. Classic sci-fi. Now, Bub, I think you need this one, but you probably don't want
in the box.
You probably don't want this copy.
I do need that one. It's on my list. I don't have it yet. I have the one you just showed. I have. I don't have this one yet. And it's high on my list.
Right.
It is number 2 of the ones I'm hunting. I hope to see at Heroes Con this year. I have that one. There's two books that I'm really, really hopeful for, that I'm willing to put a hurting on the bank account for. If you have 2 copies of that, you just let me know, Jambo.
If I did, I would definitely send the worst copy your way.
I appreciate that. So what you're saying is, since that's your only copy, you'd be willing to let it go to a collector such as me. We'll talk later.
I think you might want a better copy.
No, I don't. I want that one because it was in your collection. It means more to me, but I will pay less for it if that helps at all.
Doesn't really, but it helps
I was
you.
just checking. That helped me.
I wish I remember who I heard say about this cover that Jambo's showing. It looks like he's getting ready to pass the basketball. He's doing a little head fake.
Oh yeah,
Because I would love to give that person credit for saying that, because ever since they mentioned that,
like that, doesn't it?
I always think of that when I hear that.
That's
Looks
a
like
good
it's kind of being sneaky, like he snuck into the cookie jar and he's trying to grab him a snack or something for later.
one.
All right, guys, I'd be remiss if I didn't show this. This is
You'll
one
be
of
remiss
my
either way.
top 5 sci-fi covers. And
Oh yeah,
this is a fake, but
Frazetta.
you know, Frank Frazetta. To me, yeah, when you think about sci-fi covers, I mean, you can't not show that.
Yes, that's beautiful.
Just rough it up a little, and you got it. Can pass it off.
So
Nice,
it's a
Shannon.
beauty. And some forbidden worlds.
Yeah,
Another hungry dinosaur.
toothy grin.
He's still going to be hungry. She doesn't have much meat in her bones.
No, she's
More of those
constantly
bony-legged women Jambo doesn't care for.
bony-legged. Looks like Chaka over there. He could probably munch on Chaka over there and be okay. And some space adventure
I'll have to double check, Ranger.
for Charlton 66.
Space Adventures.
1953.
That's before DC took them over, right?
Yes.
DC took them over, and they're mostly Silver Age, right, at that point?
Yeah, after that.
Or post-code, if you will.
The Space Squadron.
Space Squadron. In the days of the rockets. That's a good one.
2 heads are better than 1, I guess, right?
He's got 3 heads.
You have 3?
Yeah, it's trim book. Missing the other head. You're missing the other head.
You made me look, man. What's number 3?
Hey, Eric showed up.
All right.
More Space Squadron.
Number 2.
I might need that one.
Nice.
Let's see. What does it say?
In the days of the rockets, Space Squadron.
There you go. There you go. And what's some space western?
That's cool.
There you go, Ranger Sly.
Gotta love cowboys and aliens.
Yeah.
Just not in the same night. It's very dangerous. Very dangerous. Pace yourself. Pace yourself.
And some cowboys, and aliens, and some Nazis.
That is quite a mashup.
And that guy, whatever he is.
He's probably a cowboy, alien, space Nazi. I don't see how he could be anything else.
All right. Let's do some of these. Some Alien Worlds.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
I know that's some of your favorite, Bubs.
Absolutely. Got a copy of that signed. The
Oh,
great
really?
William Stout.
Look at you, man.
One of my
That's
favorite
cool.
sci-fi artists. And I've got an original piece by him.
You
that
got
he
me
also
this one,
remarked for me.
remember?
Yes, I got you that one.
Yes, you did. We were at, what is your comic shop down there? I can never remember the name of.
The Archives.
Archives, yes. Archives.
That's a good little shop, isn't it?
It is. It really is. Guy's super nice.
Oh,
And the Space Cadet.
Corbet, Space Cadet. Looks like he already made a mess in his jumpsuit there. Oh, a little saggy in the midsection. Who isn't?
I have some art for this one. Some original art. So
Wildstorm.
yeah. Some Star Trek. I didn't dig my Star Trek collection out tonight, guys. I'm sorry. Some more Alien World.
Ooh, some John Bolton action there.
Yes.
Nice sci-fi Brit artist.
Cool cover, too.
A lot of you Marvel fans will remember John Bolton's work on the back covers of the X-Men Classic series. A lot of John Bolton featured art. Wonderful. 3-dimensional alien world. I'd like my ticket, please.
And some robot love.
Jambo showing off these alien worlds from the publisher Pacific Comics. One of the many ill-fated publishers of the day.
We won't stay on that one too long, Micah. Sorry.
That's a fantastic Joe Chiodo cover he just hit again. And the fantastic thing about that is it features a lizard who has also got a helmet on, which implies that both the lizard and the girl came together. There you go. Planet Comics #1. That's of the new series. Fantastic. I have to say, the stories aren't great, but some of the covers are pretty good.
I didn't know that was still going on. I would have been trying to get more of them.
Yeah, they're pretty deep in that run now, too.
Yeah.
They're in the upper teens to 20s, I think, by now.
Still pretty good stuff inside of it?
Yeah, it's hit and miss. They tend to do a story and like drag a story through like 2 or 3 issues.
Yeah.
So it's not too bad. It's kind of a stretched out anthology. Pretty good. Lost in Space.
Joe Cusco cover. A Bondage cover. I think I used that in our last Bondage
Oh,
extravaganza.
you better not use it again.
I can't. I don't guess. Okay.
Thanks, Evan. Your arm tired? Just say it. That's what I thought.
Go ahead.
All right. Oh. Let me see. Wait, did I wear pants? All right, I wore pants. Rare day when that happens. All right. So next up, another subset of the collection is a well, Space Girls in Bondage. All right, here we go. Now, somebody asked me once, well, they've asked me multiple times, but this one person asked me once and I answered and he didn't ask again. I think that's customary. But he asked, what's the deal? BubsCon 2052. That's right. A year earlier than expected. This guy asked me, he's like, what's the deal with this bondage stuff? I don't understand why you'd want to see, all this stuff. But it goes back, if you can go back to a more innocent time, if you don't mind, if I can pull your mind out of the gutter and just think of the classic Girl on a Railroad Track. Heroes coming in, time is down to zero, and he only has split seconds to save the girl from the track and potentially risk his own life in the meantime. And that's what the Bondage is about. It's about the hero coming and saving the day at the very last moment when all hope is lost and the girl has no way to save herself because she's been tied up. So here we go. Here's Wally Wood's Strange Worlds number 5.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
Some great snot monsters. Wally Wood's so fantastic with those snot monsters. And this poor lady's chained down. They even managed to see through a portion of her gown there. It's some space fabric not meant for human wearing. So there you go. Strange World. Still working on that run. Apparently Jambo has one of the books I need, and he's not going to help me out. Here's a more modern take, but it's very similar. Here's Out of This World by the great Bruce Timm. He, of course, similar bulbous alien head, very reminiscent of a Joe Orlando alien, if those of you who are familiar with his work in the golden age with sci-fi. And of course, an unmistakably Bruce Timm lady chained down by some sort of bolt system to the floor. Fantastic stuff. All right, this one, nobody wants to see this because it's been shown before. But here's Startling Comics number 47. Mine predates Jambo, and it didn't come out of the printer either. So
I think yours is cleaner.
There you go.
Yeah, I think yours might be a little bit cleaner than mine. And probably not missing a page inside.
It could be. Here is Planet Comics number 53. This girl's chained and she's been slung over the shoulder. And you can see, we don't know where exactly they're going to tie her to, but we can see the other girls in the background have all been tied to some sort of cylindrical device. Doesn't look like it's affecting them necessarily, but perhaps some sort of ceremony is being conducted here. Good stuff. There you go. Isn't that lovely?
I like the ray guns. Those are pretty cool.
Yeah, they are cool.
Definitely.
They put them in see-through cases so that you can see all the function of it. Isn't that
so
great?
You could, intimidate people with them, I guess.
Yeah. This guy wasn't intimidated. He's fighting back even though he's chained. And hopefully that's the start of the rebellion that will save this young lady. We'll see. Here's some more Planet. Planet Comics number 34.
Ooh.
This one is a particularly difficult one to come by. He is tied up to that post, chained to that post, shackled, if you will. And this one's harder to get in any kind of condition. But there you go. Planet Comics 34.
Nice.
All right. Here's some Flash. Nice Flash Gordon. This poor lady's strapped to the front of some sort of death ray ship device. The guy's firing right at. How's he going to escape that bolt of shot that's about 2 inches from his shoulder? We don't know, but we look forward to finding out as he saves the damsel in distress in the red dress. Got a nice Bonnet's Books stamp there from old Dayton, Ohio. If anyone's had the opportunity to go up to the historic Bonnet's bookstore, which is still there, if you ask politely, they will stamp any book you buy. Sure. And
Those Harveys are fantastic.
yeah, I love the Harveys. And if you're unable to get to Mars, perhaps you'll be visited by a crusader from Mars. Look at these. What a tough guy there, huh?
Well, Robin turned bad there, didn't he?
Yes, he did. It's Dark Robin, I think, from the Dark Knight's Darth Robin series. And you see this unsavory gentleman has ripped the shred from the side of this woman's dress. Physics be damned. We don't know if that dress is going to hang on. If this scene had been captured just moments later, I would not be able to show it on the Fine Graphic Man channel. This whips and chains and all kinds of stuff going on there. Great sci-fi.
The old Ziff
These
Davis.
guys are familiar, Bub, that I made that into Batman, Robin, and Catwoman. So they've seen that, but yeah.
It's a good one, isn't it?
Oh, it's fantastic. I wish I
Flash
had-
Gordon makes another appearance here with one of the more difficult ones. This was a run that I actually completed, the Flash Gordon Harvey run. I was able to complete this one.
Nice.
Nice.
That's in good shape, man.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And of course, it has the Drill of Doom and the tighty-whitey exteriors
Yeah.
of Flash himself. Where do you think he got the name? And she looks like she was just out sunning, and then all of a sudden somebody tied her down. And in case you were unsure of the direction and sound that this drill makes, it goes whirr. There you go. Hope you enjoy that. We'll bring it back to a little pulp time. Oh, turning back the clock to a simpler time when books were read and not just ogled for the art. Well, we're going to ogle the art on this cover anyway. Here is Amazing Stories, number 3,900. No, volume 23, number 11. I must have a thing for number 11s with Prometheus's daughter. See, she is chained to the rock.
All tied up and no place to go.
That's correct. And leg chain. She them there Shaquilled. O'Neilled. There she is. Amazing Stories. One of my favorite pulps that I have in my collection. Actually, only the second pulp that I collected.
That is amazing.
Amazing. Next up, we got some more planets. I'm sorry to bother you with all these planets. I'll make this the last one for this round. And here is Planet Comics number 41 with this great Medusa cover.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Stunning.
I love the covers on this Planet Run really tell a fantastic story. So you can see that Medusa lady thing has a snake, presumably from her own head. And you can see also a whole nother basket of snakes. She's ready to do a hair transplant. You see that she has the lady's hair pinned down to the table, and she's going to start removing locks and replacing them with snakes. But don't worry, the android is here to save her. More on that in the next selection of books. Take it away, Jambo, or Micah, actually. Micah, you're up next.
Yeah.
All right.
These are great. I agree.
Awesome.
Sexy Pulp Fun, says Sleepy Reader. And there is his channel. Needs to smash the Planet Comic slab.
Break the slabs. Well, the majority of them are not in slabs, but I must be honest, my intention is to slab the whole run as I complete them.
Okay.
So, for that run.
All right. Well, if Jackson can give me a line.
He's been giving lines since
That always sounds like
1986.
cocaine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's Liners of Space.
Oh, nice. Kind of like a cruise ship, huh? A space cruise. Space liners. Nice.
And this is like the Bottle City. Little people in there.
I like that. Now, if we could identify any of those little dots as girls, that would be a Girls in Tubes cover.
Yes.
Ooh, that's scary. Caterpillars of death.
Here's a brain in a tube. It could be a girl's brain, so we don't know.
I had 4 jokes immediately run through my head, and I blocked them all on your behalf. You're welcome. You're welcome, YouTube. I didn't want to lose you any subs.
This is from Marvel. And, they repurposed images for Planet. This one seems very familiar.
Yes, I've got that one as well. And then that's a near exact replica of the cover. Very close.
So here's a Marvel Stories. And this has Simon and Kirby artwork on the interior.
Wonderful.
I will try to find. All right. Should be 1 or 2 more. Yeah. So Joe Simon and Jack Kirby. And if I recall, I'll just take a second to find it. Yeah, here's the Human Torch. So this Marvel Pulp wanted to advertise Marvel Comics. And so here's a whole page dedicated to the Human Torch.
Wow.
What year was that pulp originally published?
November, I want to say 41.
Okay.
It's not showing up so clear for me. Yeah. November of 40.
Oh, okay. It's getting back there.
It's got to be 41. I'll check into it later.
Back when the Torch was an android.
Yes. Repurposed cover. You've recognized this before.
Oh, yeah. I've got that one.
Except in the comic, isn't his arm like X-rayed?
Yeah, he's being blasted by a ray gun. And it's X-rayed, and she's not riding one of those silly horse animals. Although some of the other Planet comics do have that horse animal.
Yeah.
She's actually riding something of a rocket scooter, which I believe is one of the original, like a template, if you will, for some of the homage covers that followed later with the Dave Stevens Planet comics, and then the Adam Hughes was that one that he did. It's just as similar. So there's been a few homages to that, and I think it originates with that one.
Captain Future.
The Dirty Pair, that's it.
Oh, yeah.
That's
He's
awesome.
a wizard, folks. And, Bub, you got to get a helmet like this.
I'm surprised you didn't know I had one.
Oh, you do? Well, yeah.
Oh, that one? No, I was talking about the other guy in the corner. I've got one like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice looking fellas there.
Here's a giant from Jupiter.
Probably just got overactive glands. I wouldn't be too harsh on him. Oh my. Looks like a Oscar Mayer wiener.
Yes.
She's terrified.
Now, forgive me, but in my mind, when I first saw that book, I thought he was the singer. But he's because he's holding the microphone like he's Frank Sinatra or something, but it's not him. She's the singer, and he's grabbing the mic. You see it? Like, to me, when I saw that, my brain is like, why is she scared of this robot? He's just singing in in a night lounge. Like, why? What's
Let her
what's
go.
she scared of? But now I see she's the singer. Okay, we got it.
Could be.
It's karaoke night and her time's up.
Now,
I
this
was-
helmet, isn't that, it could have, she could have done a little more with it, but
Yeah, it's like an MCU rendering. But yet another one that I have the Planet Comics homage of it too. And that one, the guy's got a beard and he's green, but everything else is very similar.
so I love helmets. So
Oh, that's a good one. Certainly has the deco going on that one, huh?
yeah. Sorry, Bob. This is a world without women. Yeah.
No world I want to live in.
Little planet.
Oh, there's another one. I tell you, it's amazing. It's amazing how many of these are swiped.
Now that's a helmet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard to get in the car with that.
Right?
I believe it.
So breaking it up real quick, here's a Charlton Space War.
It's like a whiplash. All right.
And when your platform can go up 6 feet, it helps you hit the target of the planet you're getting.
Thank goodness.
That extra 6 feet.
Fine engineering.
Here's a startling.
Yes.
Ah.
I dig helmets.
That's a good one. That's a heck of a way to make popcorn.
So when did the Silver Surfer show up? Well, around 1965, I'm thinking.
Mhm.
But over 20 years earlier.
Mm.
Saucer surfers were there.
And they have capes.
Yeah.
He's saying, "Get that dog out of here."
One girl and a guy in a tube.
That counts. That completely counts. Oh man, and an angry robot too.
Couple more. Here's a planet.
Lovely.
Lovely.
Goddess of the Moon. Mm-hmm.
I'll have a little small stack to go right after this. So,
Wow. It's surprising how many aliens had Roman type helmets.
oh yeah.
Yes.
All right.
That baboon looks surprised as well.
Where did Jackson leave me a line? Sleepy reader. There he is. Okay. Bonnets is a must visit if you can get out there. Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's wonderful.
Fantastic books, Bub.
Thank you.
Respect for my lines here. Not with the ladies.
Yeah.
Yes, they are facts reprints, basically, if you call them. And they're fantastic.
Similes.
Entropy, hello there.
What's up, Kevin?
Shout out to Sleepy Reader and Eric Breen, baby. Okay. Hey, legend. Print house in full force, yes. Oh, Sleepy, I've got the bug bad. So here's Entropy's website, YouTube channel. What room are you in right now? That's my workbench behind me. Used to you see me over there But I'm moving a lot of stuff around over there. So thanks, Jackson, for the links. There's a paper and ink shortage in Missouri. Yes. Human android torch. Skylon's helmet. To break open slab. I don't have any slab, no. What's he showing her? I don't know. Okay. Yes, Michael, he was Jim Hammond. Jim. Okay. Space War. You got that? Oh, you had it. No. Eric Breen says, have a great rest of the stream. I'll catch the replay. Promise. Yeah. The brains and robots. Later, Mr. Breen. Hey, Jackson Roykirk, try to contain your sorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Okay. I mean, Jambo's still here, so.
That's right.
The library,
Yeah.
good to see you.
So is Betty.
Bonnet still exists, and it's in its third generation of ownership from the same family.
Oh, it's me.
You betcha, Jambo, if you got anything.
I got a couple pulps I pulled out.
Fantastic.
Nice.
Fantastic
Oh,
novel.
that's a good one. Wait, I'm confused. They're both scared by what's happening?
They are.
Who's-
Well,
who's
I don't
doing
think
what?
he's scared anymore. I think it's a little too late for him to be
How many
scared.
fingers does that lady have? On the other hand.
1, 2. Yeah, just 5.
Oh,
They're weird
my
looking though,
goodness.
right?
They're claw-like, yeah.
My goodness.
And what would a sci-fi stream be without a green lady?
Yes.
Lacking. Mm-hmm.
Very sweet.
The
Hold
Woman
on.
in Skin 13. And I have One Planet stories
Ooh, a good one.
Cool.
beat up. Kind of beat up. All right. This is one of my favorite sci-fi movies. Planet
Yeah.
of the Apes. This is actually beneath the Planet of the Apes, but is the only Planet of the Apes comic that Gold Key did.
That's the worst one.
Well, it had
Not-
Nova in it, so it wasn't
not the
really
book.
that bad. I mean, come
Not
on.
the book, but the movie. Yeah. Yeah,
It
I
had
guess so.
Nova, man. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
she was the
Yeah,
best
that's
part
true.
of the movie.
Yeah, but it gets bad when you see those guys from underground and they're all like thin skinned and bulbous headed, and I don't think anything could save that.
Alien Encounters.
The post burrito eating Marilyn Monroe.
Yes. Oh, cool.
Flying saucers. That guy's scared, right?
It would be too.
They took out the Chrysler, so hey. Yeah, he's getting the
Like how
hang
the
of
guy made sure to grab his hat and keep running because got to make sure you get wherever he goes. He wants to make sure he's got his hat with him.
Oh, look at there.
Wonder.
I need that one.
My favorite stuff, Mr. Alex Schomburg.
Wow.
Oh,
He's a little beat up.
Now we've had this argument before. Are they miniature people or a giant hand with a knife? We need a ruling on this.
I'm going with the miniature people because all
Well,
the
that's very
stuff,
progressive of you, Jambo. But let's stay focused on the cover here.
all the stuff is large and they're
Okay.
small.
Except his knife would be like a sword for miniature stuff, but
Right.
well, it's
I
dynamite.
think you should send it to me for further investigation.
Yeah.
I'll return a ruling and I'll let you know right now. All evidence submitted is now property of the state.
UFO.
I don't know if I've ever seen that.
Now you have.
That's a great Charlton.
And another angry dinosaur.
The Outer Limits.
Boy with the incredible time machine.
Hey, you guys watch The Outer
Save the
Limits, right?
world.
You're
Yes.
familiar with The Outer Limits show.
I still
Oh,
watch The Outer Limits. And I've been watching this too. You guys watch any of these?
That's Mark Landau, right?
Yeah.
Are you finding them on YouTube or
They're on Pluto.
Pluto? Okay.
Yeah. Pluto and Tubi, I think.
Mickey's Dog.
Yes.
Yes, Mickey's Dog.
That's a great cover too, man.
I've got another Strange Worlds, Bub. I don't know if you have this one or not either.
You're about to find out.
Wow.
I do not, but I believe that is a reprint.
It is a reprint. Very astute, man. Classic tales of science fiction.
He could not go through a doorway.
No.
No, he couldn't. I like that though.
That's
I like
pretty
that they kept the original trade dress logo
cool.
on there.
Yeah, and it is reprints of some of the older stories and stuff.
Very cool.
Color or black and white?
It's
Yeah.
more-
Which is it, Jambo? Open it
It's
up. We
black.
must know.
It's black and white.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, that's legit though. That's a great
Oh,
cover.
do not adjust your television sets.
That would be a great paperback cover.
We have assumed control. I like this one.
Yeah.
Oh wow, with the picture imposed there. That's
Yeah.
cool. Reminds me of the old Marvel covers, right? Where they did the old superimposement. DC did a couple as well.
From Beyond the Unknown. Flash Gordon. Number 1.
Oh, the King run.
King version, yeah.
Good stuff. That's good stuff.
Al Williamson, yeah. And that's it.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see here. Love those Bronze Age semi-photo covers. I agree, library. I agree. All right, Bubs, you got anything?
Yeah, I got 2 more sets to go through. You want me to do them just together?
It's up to you. I know you like to categorize, so it's
Well, that's all. Yeah, but if everyone's out of books, I'll just show them both together.
no. I've got one more round, so
Oh, good. We'll skip Jambo. He's used to that. All right.
I've got another round, maybe.
The stacks are shrinking, folks. The stacks are shrinking. All right. So now we're going to get into another subset of my sci-fi collection, and that is jetpacks.
All right.
Here we have some great Dave Stevens Rocketeer. You gotta show that off first, right?
yeah.
Always good stuff. Love me
I
some
like they
Cliff
got the
Secord.
airplane from the movie. That's cool.
Well, it was in the book
Right.
before it was in the movie.
That's true.
And for those of you who do not know, one of the reasons that this movie is so fantastic is because Dave Stevens served as creative consultant for the entire movie. He was on set most of the time during the creation of that movie. So good stuff. Wasn't messing around.
I'm
You knew some
surprised-
more planets were going to show up.
All right.
Here is Planet Comics number 61.
Nice.
A nice girl in Rocket Pack sans heels. She lost her shoes.
Why is that guy on the bridge down there looking up?
Guy on the bridge.
Yeah.
I see no such man
Down
on
there.
bridge.
Yeah, he's looking up. Right at the girl for some reason. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he flew a kite and he's looking for it.
Could be.
That's what I'd say it is. Look at that. Isn't that
He
fantastic?
blasted a hole in the side of the ship there. Look at that.
Who wouldn't? All right. This is one of my favorite books. Here is Punch Comics. I want to say number 10, if I recall, or number 8 or 9. I forget now.
Oh, that's cool, man. Very cool.
The
Jetpack.
nice jet-packed woman. I have to hold it a little further back because it's actually
I
a
know
very
why.
rare,
Yeah.
very rare. This run of ladies here have lost their tops. It's very, very, very rare that was even shown. I don't know how this obviously is pre-code, but I don't even know how this got through. They
Yeah.
even Now, they did not draw any dots. I take that back. One of them has a couple of dots. I don't know how they got through it. I don't know how they
the
got
art.
that
Do
through.
you know, Bo?
I forget. It's another one of those jet books, you know.
Okay.
All right. Here is Planet Comics number, I forget, 71, I think. Another Jetpacked lady.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Her
She's
outfit
got-
just kind of goes with anything, really.
yeah, she's got the serious spacesuit there.
Yes. What quite an elaborate breathing apparatus she has there.
A little bit of everything.
She's
Yes.
not playing.
A big spark plug coming out of her back or something.
Comes in handy.
Good stuff. I know you all get tired of seeing these planet books, so I'll stop showing them when I run out.
No.
There's
I
another.
like
Now,
that
this one, she doesn't have the jetpack, but he does. So you can see, can you see the two round, the bottom of the jetpack there?
Yeah.
That's actually on his back. And then he's holding her up on his hip, carrying her through.
So he's stealing the babe too.
Yes, he's stealing the babe. And she's colored the same as all these ships in the back. So presumably there was a whirlwind romance, and he's taking her back to meet his mother. Next, we have Planet Comics number 38.
Very nice.
Awesome.
She did not lose her shoes. Look at those heels.
Yeah.
I love the different boots and shoes that are on this run for the sci-fi. It's all it almost looks modish, like it looks like it'd be mid 60s to mid 70s, but yet, you know, this is in the 40s. So just fantastic. Great stuff.
Purple monsters are great too.
Oh yeah. Great to shoot in the throat. I know that's what you were thinking. Here's some more jetpacks. For those of you who have never dipped into the Golden Age, I would like this to be your first Golden Age comic.
Agreed.
Major in a pack, the Space Ace. And you see a little variation on the jetpack, the old waist jetpack, where it's more like a jet belt. I don't know how he doesn't burn his bottom with that, but there he is. Sure, each one is individually sized to fit. And if you don't have this book, I recommend you seek this book out. Find it. They're rather inexpensive.
Yes.
You can get one as low as $10, as much as $30 if you're buying one of the 3 copies I have available in BubsCon. Come and see me at your local show. There you go. There's a giveaway, right?
Those are limited
There's tons
editions.
of file
there.
copies out there, and that's why they're so inexpensive. All right, last for this little run, we're going to go with an old Buck Rogers. Forgive me for the condition of this book. It is absolutely horrendous, but it is complete, although heavily beat. Here is Buck Rogers, number 6.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
And he's fighting a hooved, cloven beast, a winged, devil-like creature. Isn't that amazing?
Wow.
Look at that. And he's doing the old foot twist. Everyone knows that's the only way to trip up the winged beast is the old foot twist.
It's a submission hold. Yeah.
Yes, he's going to leave that ray gun in the holster for this one.
Yes.
Unnecessary. He shouldn't even packed it in his suitcase. All he needs to do is twist this guy's foot and away he goes. But there's a little jetpack. All right. I got one more subset to go. At your leisure, I'll show.
Okay. Well, Jambo, I'll let me run through real quick if you'd like.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let me make a dotted line here. Help Jackson out. Okay. So here is startling stories. They're not in tubes, but they're in some sort of paralysis or
The old magnetron.
yeah.
Going on there.
I knew Bub would know what that was. I mean, he's read enough of these Planet comics and stuff. He knew
Yeah, that's a
exactly. what it
magnetron. I used to try to construct one of those, but I kept losing my keys.
And I don't think they're tubes, but as you go down here, you see they're in like rectangular.
Oh yeah, that's just like the cases, the glass cases from earlier.
Yeah.
I have thrown this out to the community, and they have responded back to me in earnest that counts as a tube cover.
Okay.
Now, I think those are all dudes, but there might be there's a couple of ladies in there. But yeah,
I like how the alien is wearing eye protection of some sort.
Yeah. Safety
Absolutely.
first.
Yeah.
When you're packaging up, the people, you gotta be safe.
By the way,
yes,
the
you
back
should be
cover,
wearing gloves.
Lucky Strike.
Oh, wonderful! It's toasted.
So here's Amazing Stories. Planetoid 88.
The guy has quite the peripheral vision going on there. He is just completely crane necked.
And a Water City on Callisto.
Wow.
Oh, lovely. They have great spas on Callisto. Fantastic massage.
Is that the little sea monkey people there?
Yes.
Jambo, we've talked about this.
Now, here's a guy fighting a guy on Mars. Looks like he's just standing there, but if you look closely, he has thrown his sword through the neck.
Oh, wow.
Ouch.
Looks like the guy from the Goonies.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah. And the insurance will probably say this is totaled.
Definitely. Battering rams of space. So not a battering ram, but a battering ram of space. I get you.
And a city on Jupiter.
Animal. Huh. Those are neat.
Space traffic's crazy today.
And spaceships that are in Antarctica as we speak.
Ah.
That's messed up, Jambo. They'll do all that to find out Chick-fil-A's closed on Sunday.
Yep. So sure hope they find that hidden city on the moon.
Oh yeah, hidden in plain sight.
Well, the one guy's not even going to look. You know?
Where'd they find a tire big enough to hide that city? It's amazing.
And iRobot.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
I like how the dog's protecting the robot. That's a twist. He's supposed to be man's best friend, right? And he's robot's best friend in this one. I like that. I think they had that at Disney World. Cool.
All right. Last one I'm going to show tonight. I think it's just stunning, gorgeous. Trapped on Titan.
Classic.
Love the planet in the background.
Cool robot.
Very cool.
Robot alien. Alien robot.
I don't know. Which is it? I think if it's a robot alien, then that means the entire race of aliens are robots. But if it's an alien robot, then the aliens created the robot and are having it do its bidding. What do you think? Or can we get the semantics on that?
All right. Library says great stuff, Bub. Very cool books, Bub.
Thank you.
I don't know what Jackson Roy Kirk is doing here.
We don't want to know.
Amazing stuff, Bub.
Thank you.
Psychotronic says he's laughing at Jackson. Aren't we all? Amazing stories. Why, thank you. Here's Brian. Hello. iPhone iRobot. Hi, Brian. Well, thank you. Thank you. It takes a few days to make one, but to me, they're worth it. And I don't have to spend $100 on one that's going to fall apart in my hands. They're going to outlast me. Thank you, library. Great stuff, Mike. Thank you. Okay.
Well done.
All right. Jambo, did you have anything else?
Sure, I can show a few more.
All right.
Show you some more
There we
Planet.
go.
There's a good one. Cornelius.
If Shannon's still here you go, buddy.
Well, he's
He
asleep.
went to bed, but he might still be back.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Great
Yeah.
cover.
Oh, I think I need that one, Jambo. Do you have that one in my box? Put it with the Strange World you're
Needs
holding
to be,
for me.
right?
Oh,
Earl
man, I
Norrell.
need that one.
Yeah.
The final chapter. Until the next volume.
Until the next volume.
Shannon just woke up.
I like this Erie because it had my girl on it there, Vampirella.
Oh, yeah.
It had a spaceship.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shooting a
but
ray
it's got
gun.
Vampirella. But she's an alien.
She is an alien, and she's shooting a ray gun.
Yes.
And there's a robotic monster in the background there. So
Mm-hmm. A robotic monster or a monster robotic? Now, which is it, Jambo?
you're confusing me, man. I'll go with answer A.
Ooh, some more
Flash
Flash from the King era. He's got quite the square jaw in that one.
He does.
Looks
Weird
weird.
Wonder Tales.
Is that the name of the bar we went to in Lexington?
The tilted kilt, man. Remember?
Oh, the Tilted Kilt. There were still some
Somebody
weird
had to
Wonder
take his
Tales.
saucer flying license away. I mean,
Oh,
you know,
my goodness.
Totally awesome.
These kids
I mean,
probably texting.
Yeah.
it probably was.
Nice.
Strange
Oh,
adventure.
man. At the UN, an alien at you guys
I
recognize
know.
that, right? As the UN building? It's an
Yes.
alien at the UN. Angry about its lack of
Captain
representation.
Video.
Oh,
Look at that.
Captain Video.
That's great, Jambo.
Didn't he have a helmet too?
He did in one of the covers. Yeah, he had a helmet on.
Well, that
We used
you watched that serial, right? That was a serial as well.
Here's one. Now, this one's beat up, so forgive me. I wasn't going to show it, but since Bub
No,
said
fine.
something about their helmets,
Oh, fantastic.
yeah,
Good stuff.
I mean,
The indestructible alabaster. That's it. Which I always thought was more brittle, but
you guys remember this show?
the time tunnel. That one I don't know.
Yeah. See, early 70s, I think. It was a good show.
You have my interest, sir.
Good show. I'll do one or two more. And
Wow.
the great sci-fi movie that had Raquel Welch in it.
Mm-hmm.
The best part of the movie, I must say.
But she features heavily.
The credits?
Let's do some more Flash Gordon.
There we go.
A little Warren action there?
Yeah,
Or Whitman action.
Whitman.
Look at that tongue on that snake. He's riding. Flash is riding that to
Ride the
victory.
snake, baby.
Ooh.
You just made a note, Jambo. Fantastic voyage. I'm going to remind myself to watch that again. So.
Yeah,
You
I
won't
think
be
they were,
disappointed unless you have high standards.
they were trying to help somebody out that had some weird disease or something going wrong with him. So he shrunk down and went inside his body. I'm going to let Bub show his books because he's probably got some cool stuff pulled.
You got
Time
some cool-
Tunnel with Lee Merriweather.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, well, now you've got my interest again.
Oh, he's
All right.
sliding.
Here's their final stack. Another subset of the collection we're going to devote to robots or robots for those of you less cultured. Here is one of my all-time favorite covers by Steve Ditko. And that is Science Fiction Space Adventures number 10.
Ah, beauty.
Look at the terror on both their faces.
Yes.
Ominous robot.
Look at
Wow.
He
that.
is really terrified. That
The
robot.
colors are just amazing.
Oh,
It's like a
great.
fever dream.
Hmm.
Look at this. Just so much great stuff going on in this cover. Some of Ditko's finest work.
Yes, I
Two of
agree.
my favorite covers. This is one of them. I
Sure.
don't have the other one. but I'm on the hunt. It's another book I hope to see at Heroes Con. Of course, if I see all the books that I hope to see at Heroes Con, I won't be able to pick them all up. So I'm gonna have to. I'm hoping there's only one of the three that I want, and I can afford it. You may have seen this book recently, featured by a great collector of Kentucky. There you go, Jambo Comics. But here is Strange Worlds number 19. Close to the end of the run as far as I'm concerned. So I would like to collect the entire run, but the run changes once the code starts. This is one of those runs that got caught in the code. So once the comics code appears, it turns into a war title. Now it keeps Strange Worlds, but it becomes Strange Worlds of War or something like that.
Yeah.
And it becomes a war book, which was allowed. You could blow limbs up, but you couldn't punch a robot.
No.
So
So is that the last sci-fi cover there?
I want to say 19 is the last one of the sci-fis, but I forget. But I'm prone to.
Right.
But it's not long after. If it does continue past there's not much of it. Here's a Planet Comics number 48.
Ah, there's that one. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Lady running from the robot.
She better have fast feet because that robot's got long.
Well, she's got little wings on her heels. If you can see that,
there you go.
It allows her to get a 1/3 extra gallop between strides. So we're very proud of that. Here is Magic Comics number 19, another number 19. I like lots of 11s and 19s.
Wow.
There you go. Magic Comics
goodie, man.
Featuring Mandrake, the street magician. This is before he became a parlor magician. It's the early years, if you will.
Nice.
That's a nice one, man. Yeah, it's an early one too. Nice.
Good, huh? A lot of radio activity going on, electrodes and whatnot. And Mandrake trying to harness the power of electricity to put a halt. Now, I lied about the sci-fi restriction. I slipped one book in here just because it's one of my favorites, and that's Andy Panda.
There you go.
Walking around with a robot. Had to get it.
Had to.
And last one I'll show for the sake of time, brevity, and I'm sure we're wearing out Jackson Roy Kirk's net-like patience. We have Bullet Man, the Flying Detective, with one of my all-time favorite Robot Punch covers.
Oh, man.
And although you don't get very many keys in the Golden Age, especially outside of the superhero runs, you have the first appearance of Bullet Dog, featured to the left. Yep.
Ah, Bullet Dog is mechanical?
Yes.
Great. That's awesome.
There you go.
It's a great robot. Yeah. I like that, man.
That's it. That's the stack I brought tonight.
Fantastic.
Brought the good stuff.
Andy Panty's a beauty. Yeah. And I think he had Charlie the Chicken in some sort of mind control. So
he's got a little electric collar.
Yeah. The whole Bullet family. Yeah. We need a hero named Bullet Man. That'd be great in today's world.
Yeah. Did DC ever do anything else with him? I know they
brought him back. Yeah, they brought him back a little bit here and there, but no, not in long term. Made some Justice League appearances.
Okay.
Changed his name to Non-Lethal.
Yes, I believe his name is Rubber Slug Man.
Yeah,
which later became an issue for other reasons. They pulled him on that too. Yeah, it was a great campaign called "Pull the Slug." It was terrible. I got rid of him. Mm-hmm.
All right, Jambo. Anything else?
No, sir.
Okay. Well, this was great. I hope everybody enjoyed it. I
had a good time.
Any time to show old sci-fi or even bronze was fantastic. So I appreciate both you guys. He was in Justice League.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
JLA.
Okay.
Thank you, Psychotronic.
Thanks, Aaron.
Let me see here. One more comment here. To me, they keep making sci-fi, but I like the old Rockets and
the
Power of Shad in the 1990s. What were you saying, Jambo?
I'll say, yeah, the classic stuff is better. The older classic
I agree.
sci-fi.
I agree. Well, next week I'm going to change it up a little bit. Going to have Easy Comic Reader, whom the guys are convinced is a dead ringer for me. No. And Higgy Pop will be joining me in Easy Comic. We're going to be showing some artwork and some leopard skin, loincloth, you name it, anything the ancients would wear. It's going to be a crazy show all over the place. So come and watch us next Wednesday, Easy Comic Reader and Higgy Pop Comics. And I want to thank my two Kentuckians. You guys were great. And I knew you guys work well together. And so I thought it'd be an easy mesh. And so I just love watching this stuff. This is great.
I couldn't find my favorite. One of my comics from my favorite movie, Forbidden Planet.
Mm-hmm.
I had that Forbidden Planet that Innovation, I think, made with Robbie.
Oh yeah, with Robbie carrying the.
I'm missing some books. I don't know. There's a box around here somewhere that's got some stuff in it.
I have my copy, but I didn't come from you. I swear.
There's a golden age called The Lost World or something where it's got a similar robot. You guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. And I think there's a Katie King cover where it looks like kind of like Robbie.
Yeah, that one goes for a lot of money. Like
it does. Yeah, it does.
They want $3 for that. I like it, but it's not enough.
Yeah.
In the end, it's still a Katie Keene book, so I'm holding back on.
All right. Yeah, we'll try to get. We'll have Higgy take some caffeine before the show. So, first time guest on the show. Yeah. Been planning this for a long time. Just waited for his schedule to clear up. Yeah. All right. So, guys, you have any announcements? You got to be in any cons or selling anything? Nope.
Bob's Con's not on the road anymore, man. You're not selling anymore. You're getting ready to go somewhere.
Yeah, I'll probably try to go to Frankfurt Con. Maybe I might try and do that.
Yeah.
In July, there's one. So I had bought this huge collection of books, and I sold a ton of them in the at the last convention I was in Pikeville, Kentucky, and it didn't make a dent. So I still have. I don't have to buy any more books. I still got tons of books to sell. So I need to find a way to sell them so I can recoup some of my investment. And then also, basically I bought a collection, but I kept everything that I wanted out of it. So I need to justify that somehow by selling all the doubles. So yeah, I'll probably be doing a convention soon. And then also I'll be going to Heroes Con next week in Charlotte. So that should be fun to see a lot of great community members, and hopefully work on my Strange Worlds run and my Planet Comics run. Those are going to be the two that I'm focusing on this time. So now I was at this time last year, Heroes Con, I was able to complete my Flash Gordon run. So I'm hopeful that I can do it again. So we'll see.
Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
All right. And Jambo is everywhere as usual. You can always catch him. And
like syphilis.
Yeah. Be sure to subscribe to both of their channels. And if you haven't already, you have good content on both those channels. Highly recommend.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
Giveaway.
Yep.
All right. Well, I guess that's it. As Eric Breen's favorite saying of mine is, we're going to pull the plug for all those old guys. So until next time, happy drawing. Say goodnight, folks.
Guys.
All right, folks.